This is the best XP method in Black Ops 6 right now. What's up, YouTube? I got another video for y'all. I'm gonna be showing y'all how I got at least over like 5 million XP, a shit ton of XP from doing just the zombies 100%er challenge. Otherwise, the calling card challenges for zombies. I'm also gonna be telling you guys like some tips and tricks on how I did them quickly and the easiest way to get some of them done, and also some other ways to get a lot of XP. If you haven't already, I know double XP weekend already ended. I did this during double XP, like I was grinding this out so hard during double XP. So here you go. So first off, with the calling cards, a lot of these are super easy, like super easy. You can also do these in multiplayer if you want to, but for zombies, career is honestly extremely easy. The only ones that I had trouble with, and that you guys will probably have trouble with if you don't have the calling cards already, is the madness one. What I recommend, there's two strategies. Okay, there's two strategies. The first strategy, and probably the easiest strategy, is to either go in directed mode or regular, whichever you want to do. Equip the shock charge and have the jet gun on Liberty Falls, and to throw your shock charge down and then use the alt fire on the jet gun as soon as they're shocked. Right, you should get, I mean, you may have to do that 100 times. I just grinded that out until I got this done. You could also, if you run lightning strike and haste, would probably be the best, and then throw molotovs at them while they're shocked. This works best in directed mode. You throw molotovs at a group. As soon as the lightning strike hits them, you will also get that challenge done pretty easily. That's another way you can do it. The fresh meat challenges you should honestly have these all done. They're all pretty easy. I'm not gonna go into too much detail on them. Yeah, all these are pretty easy. Just kind of look at them and see which ones are, you need to do if you don't have them done yet. For the quarantine challenges, the only two that you should have struggle with, or you should have problems with, sorry, on this section is these two. Not really problems, but they're just gonna take a while to do. Like 50,000 eliminations with a pack a punch level 3. That's gonna take a minute unless you're grinding it out. Power killer, you're probably gonna have done pretty easily. If you use wonder weapons a lot, you probably already have this one. But that one may take a while if you don't have good progress on it yet. For the hardened challenges, going into bestiary, these honestly I got done just passively doing these. Yeah, shouldn't take you too long to get. You drop this is probably the one that I had to like go out of my way and actually do, because I'm not a big user of mangler cannons. This one you may not have done. Just use a mangler cannon, kill some manglers. It's pretty easy. Okay, for kitted out, this one is going to probably take you a little bit of time. It took me a little bit of time because I wasn't actively doing these. Aether Investigator, you should honestly have this one done. Other than Finders Keepers, I will get into that after kitted out. But for kitted out, most of these are pretty easy. Hot swap, I got passively doing it on accident. Event Horizon, you're gonna have to go out of your way to do, but it's pretty easy. Get 100 melee kills on zombies being pulled into the Casimir device. You want to throw your Casimir pretty far away from them. You don't want to throw it too far because I think it may not activate on them, but you want to throw it like a good distance away from them so that you have more time to melee them as they're getting pulled in. They don't have to be like on the edge of it for it to count. You can just melee them as they're being pulled in. It'll put them in like a little animation. That's how you know you're getting the kills to count. 3 different types of enemies with a single use of Dark Flare. That's pretty easy. Just get a Mangler, get an Abomination, get them both low with a good horde, and then pop your Dark Flare. You should get that one pretty easy. Get 25 kills with brain rotted elite zombies while using the big game augment. This one's pretty easy. Just get the big game augment on your brain rot, and then brain rot a Abomination, and then have a horde going. He should beam down your horde, no problem. If not, just like, that's the method. Just get an Abomination, brain rotted, and he'll beam down a horde for you. Gumption's pretty easy. Use 3 legendary gobble gums in a single match. You should have that one probably. Alright, now for slow burn. This one took me probably a good 2 to 3 hours to do. Just because it's 50 manglers and it's with the energy mine while insta kill is active. But I got a tip for you guys that'll make it easy. Um, Going into your augment here, what you want to have on your energy mine that made it the easiest for me is turret. This will work obviously for any of these if you can just you know, like line your manglers up and drop your mine. But turret was probably the easiest, as well as extra charge. There's really no chance in missing the mangler, you know, just in case like one of the zombies hits the thing or whatever, you don't actually get the mangler because you lost your mine. But turret will solve that. Also, I don't recommend trying to do this in directed mode just because the mangler spawns can be inconsistent, and that's a lot of manglers and you have to have an insta kill on every time. So my honest recommendation is how I did it is I just like sped run my games to around 36, and then like once you're around like round 31, 36, you'll be able to get through like 15 manglers. I mean, if you have killjoys, there's a free insta kill Easter egg on Liberty Falls. Yeah, just use those to your advantage and you should get that one done pretty easy. Alright, for Aether Investigator, the Finders Keepers one, what you have to do to get this one is I would recommend looking up a video on how to find all the secret drops on Terminus and Liberty Falls. There are like these secret power-ups that you can shoot around the map. You can only shoot them once per game, but let's say if I did 5 Terminus games and I did all 5 little Easter eggs to get the power drops, then I would get this one done, right? It tracks all of them. Alright, moving on to prestige challenges. There are a lot of these, but a lot of them are pretty simple. You will probably get them passively while working on other challenges, but I'm going to briefly go through these and just touching up on the ones that took me a lot of time and that are kind of confusing. Give you guys some tips and how to do them quicker. Get 50 elite kills with shotguns took me a long time. You could try to grind this one out just by getting to a high round and using a shotgun to kill your abominations. But the way I did this was I went into a Liberty Falls directed mode, and there is a method to where if you get to the point to where you have the LTG, you build the LTG and you place the LTG on the first spot, it will spawn an elite. Each time you kill it and you flip the round, you can go back to the LTG and spawn another elite and keep doing that infinitely. So I would recommend doing that for this. Alright, moving on to Quench Quest. The only two out of this one that I think you're going to have trouble with are Sugar High and acquire 15 random perk power up. Sugar High actually isn't hard at all as long as you got a perkaholic. Just pop your perkaholic as soon as you get it, you know, before round 10. Surveyor, this one took me a while. There is a method you can do on this one. The way I did it, the way I got most of the progress on it, at least, is just popping my on the house gobblegums will count as progress towards this. I just popped like 8 on the houses, maybe 9 on the houses to get some progress. And there is a Easter egg on Terminus to where if you kill zombies in these cages in the power room and you flip it around 3 times, it drops a random perk every time. You can do that and then immediately exfil and just keep doing that over and over. That will probably it will be the quickest method to do this. I don't know any other Easter eggs that give you random perk power-ups. If you guys do know any other Easter eggs that do that, drop it in the comment section below. Alright, for destruction. The only one out of this one that took me some time and I think that you guys will have trouble with is 500 zombie kills using score streaks from the mystery box. The one tip that I will give you guys is that score streaks from trials actually count towards progress with this. So for Spellslinger, okay, team player is probably the hardest one out of all of these and the one that's going to take you the most time. Most of them, as you can see, are just use field upgrades. Just use your field upgrades and get the medals associated with using them, you know what I mean, get multi kills or whatever. Team player requires you to heal yourself critically and then get 5 kills shortly after. You have to be at 30 HP or below and it will count as a critical heal. So let the zombies hit you, get to 30 HP or less. You literally have to be 1 hit from dead, and then pop this. And then as you're popping it, like as soon as you pop it, just hit your start shooting your gun. You can do that with field upgrades, and you should get this done easy. Just do that 25 times. It does take a while simply because you will die sometimes trying to like get yourself to one hit. I've died like 80 times trying to do this one. It's pretty annoying, but moving on to Dismemberment. This one is honestly also pretty easy. Some of these challenges, as you can see, are like you'll probably have them done already if you play a lot of zombies. The only one that took me a bit of time is Perfectly Charred, which is 50 special zombies with Molotovs or 50 manglers with Molotovs. If you're going for these, I would recommend just carrying Molotovs, and whenever you see a mangler, finish it off with the Molotov. It's not that hard. It actually doesn't take that long either. You can do it in about 3 games if you just lock in. Yeah, and kill it with fire is also kind of tedious just because you have to use thermal grenades and you have to kill the Magalums, but it's only 3 of them, so you can do this in 1 game if you lock in. What makes this kind of tedious is that the Magalums do heal. Alright, for expert tactics, there is one challenge in this that is bugged out right now that you cannot do for some reason. Treyarch is $1 million company and they can't get basic things right, like challenge tracking. Gullible says to get 10 monkey business medal, kill 10 or more zombies who are distracted by your symbol monkey. So you just throw a monkey bomb, and as long as 10 zombies are distracted to it and get exploded by it, you should be getting this, but it's not working right now. I expect this to be fixed with the launch of the Season 1 Reloaded. If it's not, then I'll be pretty disappointed. Everything else in this category is pretty easy. This one, 10 kills with Casimir and use it to teleport 10 times. So you want to throw down your Casimir grenade and wait for it to get 10 kills. After it gets 10 kills, stand right below it and then jump, and it will teleport you. And you just want to do that 10 times and you should get that one. It's pretty easy. Stalking Prey. Okay, Stalking Prey, this one's a bit complicated. I recommend doing this also in directed mode. Getting a maxed out melee weapon, or just a good melee weapon, right, with melee macchiato. And then the method for this is to have Frenzy Guard, right? Throw your smoke and then pop your Frenzy Guard, and then bring your train of zombies through the smoke, and then kind of sit like at the edge of the smoke, and then like so that they still target you, but you're still in the smoke, because the smoke's kind of buggy. And just have your melee weapon out while Frenzy Guard is active. With Frenzy Guard, if you have Retribution and Extension, or just Retribution, the zombies will just die 1 hit after they smack you, and while your melee weapon is out, it will actually count as melee kills. Okay, local guide. This one didn't take me too long. A lot of these are pretty easy to do. Breaking and entering. What I recommend doing for this one is bringing in a who's keeping score, and then staying in the starting room of Liberty Falls, and then popping your who's keeping score until like literally round 4. Just farm as many points as you can. I think you only need about 7k or 8k points to open 6 doors before that start of that next round, but yeah, just get about 8k points in the starting room before round 4. For fun surprise, while doing this in directed mode, I don't think the ray gun counts. I pulled the ray gun in directed mode like 4 times and tried to progress this challenge. I did not get any progress on it. I went into a directed mode in Liberty Falls, sorry. I went into a directed mode on Terminus though and pulled the DR11 out of the box and got it done. So I just think the ray gun doesn't count here for challenges on this. Collect them all requires you to get 10 kills with every wall buy on the map. You can do this on either Terminus or Liberty Falls. I think Liberty Falls is easier just because it's smaller and has less guns. But in a directed game, this is also super easy. Just like stack up points, run around the map real quick, grab every gun, kill 10 zombies with it. For Old Faithful, I think this one is bugged too, but I could be doing it wrong. I don't know. It says upgraded starting weapon to legendary, then get 500 kills with it. I tried this I guess you could say the free way, by just bringing in a starting weapon and then grinding 9k salvage to then upgrade it to legendary, but I don't think that works. I think you have to use a hidden power to get this one done. That's probably also the quickest way to get this one done. Just pop a hidden power, kill 500 zombies with it. If you have any good info about this challenge specifically, down in the comments, or any challenge that I don't have a lot of details on, feel free to drop it down below. I could use any help, and I would love to see like you know, what tips and tricks I may have missed or that I could have used while doing these. For Sweet Tooth, uh, these are also pretty easy. They just require you to be using gobble gums. There is one of them, unfortunately, that is bugged out and you can't get progress for right now, and that is Close Call. It requires you get 25 kills on zombies that are knocked down by the concussive blast of anywhere but here. I haven't tested this one myself, but from what I've seen from my research in the zombies community, nobody can do this challenge or can make progress on this challenge no matter what they do. So I wouldn't even bother with this one. Everything else in this category is extremely easy though. Value Town you can get really easily just by using a wall-to-wall clearance and in combination with a wall power or a immolation liquidation in combination with a crate power. Right, just use either of those two in conjunction, you will get this one. Easy lobotomy. I know a lot of people have trouble with this one. It's not that hard though. It's very easy in directed mode. The strategy I recommend using is getting a single fire weapon. Do not get an automatic, and like a very fast firing single fire, like a pistol or something along that lines. Have it max pack a punch, max rarity. Throw a decoy, right, and then let all your zombies group together, and then pop your idolize and then your free fire, so that all the zombies are kind of in one spot. You can also do this like in a line, like let's say if you have a big train, right, kind of like get them to funnel through a hallway maybe, or just get them in a line and then pop your idolize, and then it would just be so easy from there, you know. For Survivalists, these are also extremely easy, or I wouldn't call them extremely easy. Some of them are kind of difficult, but they're not too difficult to where it's going to take you like hours like some of them will. Reach around 15 without leaving the starting area. For this one, I recommend just bringing a really good gun that can hold up at gray rarity. Unless you're going to use gobble gums, you can easily use gobble gums on this. You know, bring a hidden power or bring a wall power to get the pack-a-punch GS45s. Survive 5 consecutive rounds without leaving the church while solo. This one's not hard at all. Just kind of get in the church as early as possible, like as soon as you can, and then don't leave until you get this challenge. Like I'm pretty sure you can get there as early as like round 4 or 5. Okay, so perks 0. I'm not gonna lie, this one took me probably 3 to 4 attempts and just to reach round 25 without using any perks. The method I honestly recommend using for this is to bring one of the shotguns, either the auto shotty or the pump shotty. Those are like the most effective killing guns in the game. Whenever you're training zombies or like you're just in a pinch, that gun can just instantly delete anything. That should be your lifesaver without the perks. I would also recommend using score streaks. Score streaks help a lot with this, or Aether Shroud. Aether Shroud will save your ass a lot. Alright, on to Ele-mental. These two right here are the only two that took me a long time because they're just kind of difficult. This one's just time consuming. Everything else you should probably have by now if you've just played a lot of zombies and used, a decent amount of the ammo mods. But yeah, just use the ammo mods that are associated with these. You should get these for pretty easy. Crispy, I had to use a very specific strategy for this one, I can't lie. What you want to do is you want to get in directed mode is probably the easiest to do it, but you want to get one gun that does very little damage, right? Very little damage. Put napalm burst on it, and you want to start with that gun and then spam out the crowd, right? You just want to spam out the crowd until you see a lot of zombies catch on fire, and then switch to your second gun that does high damage with also napalm burst, and then you want to just beam through that crowd, right? That's how I did it. There's probably more efficient ways you can do this. If you have any, feel free to comment them down below. Again, for random elements, this one is not hard at all. It just takes a lot of time. I also don't know what the best ammo mod to use is for this, but I had the best luck using 2 guns with dead wire electric lightning on them, the lightning strikes or whatever. So alright, last but certainly not least, we have upgraded and ready the Prestige Master Challenges. Now these honestly are pretty easy. They just may be time consuming. The one off rip I can tell you it's going to take the longest is Sizzle. I think this challenge is not tracking right. I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with it or something, because it states that with electric cherry you get 100 zombies that are stunned by, electric cherry. Unfortunately, it does not work that way. You can sit there and kill the stunned zombies, but it won't track them. You know what I mean? I've tested this numerous amounts of ways. The only way I found it to work is that when you stun 5 or more zombies and then kill 5 or more with stuns, right? And then you will get 1 progress towards that. It doesn't take as long as you think it may, but it does take pretty long. So, just hunker down, lock in for it, you'll get it done. Feet first, 20 multi kills to PhD slider. I think this has to be 10 plus kills with PhD to count as a multi kill, so keep that in mind. Knockout pretty easy. You just get melee macchiato with the triple shot augment and just slay out. Don't touch me is pretty easy. I don't know if you get challenged, or I don't know if you get progress from zombies hitting you and dying. I had to progress this by actually activating it, and like the zombies that would be in range from the concussive blast would die. That's what was counted towards progress for me with this. So unstable, pretty easy. Just get the supermassive augment on your shadow rift and slay out with it. You'll probably give this a pretty quick. Alrighty, after all that, you should be at 99% on the zombies 100%er challenge. Unfortunately, Activision and Treyarch can't put no time into the game and actually give a rat's ass about their community, so they're 2 bugged out challenges that we cannot do. But as soon as they fix that, you should have the zombies 100%er challenge. Also, other ways to make major XP that I didn't specify on specifically, but that you can use to your advantage, are the mastery badges. The mastery badges give you a lot of XP for completing them, and you can do them on the side while you're camo grinding or while you're just doing these zombies 100%er challenges. As you can see, you get 2,500 XP for getting it to silver. You get 5k for getting it to gold, and then you get 5k for getting each one of them to platinum, and then you also get a calling card and 10k XP for getting each one of them mastered. If you made it to this part of the video, I appreciate you for watching. If you learned something new in this video, maybe drop a like, maybe subscribe. I will be dropping more videos frequently. I am more of a funny content creator. I don't usually do like these kind of informative or kind of like teaching videos. But I figured, I'd make this because when I was doing these challenges, I didn't see a lot of information about, like methods to get these done, or, easier ways, or just many other people who was doing this. So I figured, why not do a little video on it and, try to help people out. So again, if you liked, leave a like, maybe hit the subscribe. Look out for more of my funny videos and funnier content out in the future. I do have 2 funny videos out right now if you want to go back and watch those. But yeah, more content coming. If you made it this part of the video, again, I appreciate you for watching, man. Yeah, that's it, man. Peace out.